You're making this harder than it needs to be.
You can come sit with me. Come on. Can you sit down? I can adjust the camera. She's like, I'm gonna get this motherfucking episode. That's exactly what she said. She's like, I'm gonna get this motherfucking episode. What were you eating that the person threw over the fence? It could have been poison. Because you bark and chase him like an idiot. Hey everyone, this is Gavin from So I Married a Geek with...
I had to yawn.
With Phil, who's yawning.
I don't know why all of a sudden he's turning to introduce me like, I have to yawn.
This is the show where we invite you into our lives as we talk about our adventures, what's going on, things we've learned from each other, because it's been a process. And this is going to be one of the more serious episodes we do. We do some serious episodes from time to time. But I watched the Isaac Tammy Faye recently, and then he finally got to watch it.
Which was amazing.
It's an amazing fucking movie. And there's this part in the film that I really think about because...
Let's not use any names.
She's
people in the
walking
past.
down the hall, and she goes to check on her husband, who's with the makeup artist and her assistant, and she hears him making fun of her, and she sees a bunch of things that she's not supposed to see because one of the worst things people do is when they're backstabbing. Like, I will always tell you in the face if I'm saying something. I have got nothing to hide. I'll be very honest with you. That's just the way I am. I hate these backstabby people, and that's just not what I do. So I was thinking, because the reason it hits me so hard is you've heard of, I don't know if we talked a lot about a bunch of Phil's toxic past relationships, but he's had a lot of fucked up relationships.
Yeah, that I have. But they give me good songs. I write good songs about them.
We have to talk about the best man one.
Must we?
Yes. Because we're talking about our past.
We haven't even introduced that song to people.
Doesn't matter that song's coming, but...
So a long time ago, somebody I was sleeping with got somebody pregnant and was like, well, you're my best friend, so I need you to be my best man because we're Catholic and we have to get married. And I kept saying no, but eventually I gave in because it was just, he kept asking and asking, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life, but I got one of my best songs ever out of it. So...
I mean, that's awkward. I mean, that's toxic. Most of your past relationships, they were all secret.
Yes, I usually was somebody's secret, and eventually we broke up because they were sleeping with a woman.
So, I've had a myriad of how the fuck you, don't try to correct me, myriad of crazy past toxic relationships. Like, my friend Josh likes to talk about my college girlfriend who was crazy and stabbed her mom with a butter knife and ended up in a insane asylum.
I've never had it happen with anybody I've dated.
My first boyfriend, we had to be secret. It was mostly healthy outside of that, but it ended very, very, very badly. And it was funny
story. His first boyfriend, I went to school with his first boyfriend's younger sister, and she was a backstabby shit talker.
Yeah,
backstabby shit talker.
Nemesis is right here. So fucking hilarious. Whatever. They were nemesis. Whatever. So that's talk about small world.
Yeah, way small world.
So that one, it was mostly healthy, but it ended really badly. And I almost lost like Josh and all my friends because they were so mad that I didn't tell them for 4 years. Like, they were really mad. It took Josh a while to get over it. It was crazy, but I don't, like, when we met, you and I met, it was completely different than when I had met anybody else. And I think it was just, we both have gone on these journeys in our past, so we know what we're looking for. We know we don't want to deal with. And it was just so fortuitous when we met because I had recently just come off of being with my son's mother. And this was probably hands down the worst relationship I ever had. I wasn't really coherent for most of it. I don't even remember how or why we ended up together. But it was a very one-sided relationship. She wanted everything to be about her. And when she got pregnant with our son, it was even crazier. She wanted to go get an abortion, didn't want to tell me. She had me go in a car with her, and halfway at Austin, she tells me I'm getting rid of him. She offered to just give up all custody. I was like, you're not ever going to prove that. You're going to regret it one day. We can do this. And when Brett was born, it was a different time because she had never even held a baby, and she didn't want to really stay at home. She would go back to work. So she went back to work, and I became a stay-at-home dad. And what I didn't know was that entire time, she was completely trash talking me with her friends at work and everybody about what a loser I was. And I walked in on him one day in her office and it was just bad. Like, I don't understand how you talk about anybody that way, especially when you're, trying to be with them. And it got even worse after that because, once we kind of split, but we were still together, she would tell me all the time, oh, my boss is buying properties in Austin. Well, this whole time she married somebody else. And I was still paying for like phone bills and stuff like that. And I mean, it's just, I don't understand how you treat people that way. And so I was watching this movie and I was thinking about that because I don't understand how you treat people so badly in a relationship and why people in a relationship that are getting treated so badly stick around. It's, we weren't perfect when we started. Like, you put up with things, I put up with things. But at the end of the day, you need to know how much you're worth. And we have friends who stay in these horrible relationships where they're abused or they're micromanaged. People can be checking your phone all the time. Like, we have trust. And that's one of the greatest things I think we can say that a lot of people can't.
And it's because you're worth 37 cents.
I'm worth more than 37 cents at the end of the day. I mean, we may argue about pet names or dreams or stupid things that happen, but at the end of the day, we trust each other. We know, like...
I have your back, and I know you have my back.
Yeah, and we keep coming across situations where that's not the way people are. There's like, oh, I can't hang out because this dude's calling me 500 times. I got to go see. He thinks I'm with someone else. Like, show me where you're at. That kind of shit. I just don't get it. I don't get why you need to be so jealous and possessive. Or just not respectful of the other person you're with. You've got friends. Go hang out with them. And at the day you come home, I've got friends. They come over here and hang out. You say, hey, we do stuff. I don't need to look at your phone. I don't care. I tell you anything that happens. I tell you everything that happens. We have no reason to not. But it's just toxic relationships are something that I don't know where I'd be if I'd like just shut down and just put up with it. It's sad.
You'd be living with a bearded lady.
You're so fucked up. I'm kind of living with a bearded lady now.
But I'm a lady.
No, it's just, yeah. I feel really bad for people who are in one-sided relationships, who are stuck, who just don't value themselves enough to know that they deserve better.
And that's what it boils down to, is knowing your worth and demanding that you be treated as such.
We watch these shows about people getting relationships, and I like Marrying Millions. That show's fucking insanely funny. And I was watching it, and the chick's going out with a dude that's 18 years older than her dad. He's a millionaire, and they're trying to get married, and she blows up her whole relationship because her dad doesn't approve. Bitch, you've been in this relationship for years. You knew what kind of relationship it was, and now that your dad, who never approved of it, doesn't like it now, you're gonna blow up your relationship. And the funny thing is this old guy is doing everything he can to make this girl happy. He's like, we don't have to be married. We can go to your hometown. Like, he did, like, he actually loves her. And that's the kind of, like, I think that's he needs to leave her. If she's going to be so flaky and let her dad, like, I will never let my parents judge who I'm going to be with. We're watching Welcome to Plathville, and most of those kids ran off because the family was so toxic. Well, just the way they were raised, the way they treat people who come into the relationships. And I was like, I can't possibly imagine living like that. I mean, I am not selfish. I do as much as I can to do everything I can for you, and you do everything you can for me. And that's just how we are. I'm so tired of being in it's all about me relationship, which most girls are. It's all like I'd be like Bridezilla's 24/7. That's kind of what it was like. So yeah, I'm very happy with this relationship, and
She's very happy with our relationship too.
well, she's got a good home out of this shit. She gets food. She gets to run outside. She gets to sit on the couch all day. Um, some of my family's been in toxic relationships. We talk about them all the time. Uh, and I'm at that. It's one of those. At the time, it was probably a lot harder to think about getting away, because it was. When I think about it, it was a lot harder to think about getting away. Then I just did it, and I got tired of just sitting around being alone, and that's how we found each other.
You were the first person I met on OkCupid.
I told him he was the first person I met. He got mad at me. I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I went out with this one lady. She had so much baggage. I just left her in the restaurant. I said, I'll be right back, and I just left.
He's such a gentleman.
Oh, I did worse things to someone else.
Don't, not on camera.
Why not?
Because we don't want YouTube to censor us.
Anyways, yeah. So some of my family are in toxic relationships. I feel really, really bad for them, and they just disappeared. Can't do it, y'all. Just can't do it. And then I feel bad because people are like, oh, you haven't said hello. I don't have time to track all you guys down. I'm here when you want to say hi. I'm here when you want to come home. But if you're going to go off and be in these weird places and toxicity things, I can't. I don't have time for that. I don't have the bandwidth. We've got too much to deal with on our own. You've been really quiet this episode. You don't want to talk about any more of your toxic past relationships?
No, we pretty much summed it up with that we're usually sleeping with women and cheating on me. That's usually how it went.
Which was a problem for him when we met.
I was nervous about that.
He was so fucking nervous, especially that he became Insta-dad. He was very, very like, wait, what?
Yeah, because our son rolled me the first time I took him out.
Yeah. And I felt bad, but it was like at the same time, there's just things that you go through life and do. I've always just liked people based on who they were. I don't care what you look like, what gender you are. I don't really care. It's who you are. And I found a diamond in the rust. A rough. Diamond in the rough. Diamond in the rust.
And in what was I rusting?
Oh my God, anyways. And then I hope he's been happy. I mean, it's been a definite roller coaster. Although, y'all, he did have time to put up the Christmas tree and he thought he was going to have a heart attack.
Y'all have no idea how ridiculous that tree is.
You will, but at the same token, I've done it myself every year since we've met. And then before.
At the same token.
What the fuck ever, Captain Grammar Nazi? He had to help me this year and he was not prepared. I was like, I do this every fucking year. And you just wake up and the house is Christmasified. You're like, oh my God. There's work that goes into that shit.
Hey, you're the one who likes to decorate.
And you're the one who reaps the rewards.
Yes, because if you didn't decorate, this shit would always be white walls. Maybe a picture on the wall if I felt like hanging something up. Otherwise, there would be shit on the walls.
Yeah. So that's going to be it for this week. We're going to do a What We're Thankful For episode for Thanksgiving. Live stream of us in the kitchen at Thanksgiving cooking. I'll do my Christmas tour of my house. So you get to see like my ginormous fucking spinning tree, which I thought we had our friend Jessica over for dinner tonight. I thought she was going to have a heart attack when she saw it. She's like, oh my God, there's so much to look at. Like she was all up in that tree.
7,000 ornaments on it.
Yeah, I told her I may have had too many Christmas ornaments. She goes, you got to give up your gay card if you think you got too many ornaments.
No, I think that might take it away.
Which,
like, you abused it.
Our friend Jessica loves unicorns, and years ago I got her a unicorn ornament that she loved, and she broke over COVID, and I refound it. She dropped it when she got out of the car and broke it again. She goes, this ornament is just fucking cursed. So I'm going to have to go find another one. I got it at Hobby Lobby. They have the same stuff every year.
Yeah, but that means we have to go support the hateful bastards that run Hobby Lobby.
Well, oddly enough, I discovered Joanne Fabrics for real. And, that's what we're going to do a quick episode on. Our trip to Joanne Fabrics and how you freaked out.
We can do it for next week.
Yeah. I took him to Joanne Fabrics, and he's never been. And to say he was a fan is an understatement. Did she just fart on you?
I hope not.
Anyways, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, we hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully you're not in a toxic relationship, and if you are, value yourself. Someone out there, you will find them.
There's literally somebody for everybody.
Oddly enough, yes. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Stay tuned for more of us doing live things and more videos. Like I said, you'll see us really heavy at the beginning of December, but after that, I just have to take a break, y'all, because it's a lot to do this with everything else that I do and everything else on the plate and music and everything else. We have so much to get done. But we love doing the show, so show us some love and say, yeah, we love you doing the show too. I mean, we're not 1,000-pound sisters, but which I love that show.
Yeah, I mean, they're entertaining, but good lord, good lord, good lord.
When'd you get all southern? Good lordy, man. Let me tell you.
Because they're southern as hell.
They are very southern. If you haven't watched it, it's on Discovery Plus.
Yes.
And, oh my God, this show is just priceless. I fucking love it. See, this is why I miss talking to Rita a lot. She and I could talk about trashy shows like that. I did send her Welcome to Plathville, and she agrees with me. That's got to be child abuse.
I told you it doesn't meet the standards.
Anyways, so we'll be back. Send us your questions because we do want to do an Ask Us Anything episode. And eventually, we'll get to doing live. If we get, people interested in us doing it live. But, when we release it new, we have to do it like a weekend. And who the fuck knows? They'll come up and like, which one of you's got bigger feet? Him. Which one of you kicked the other one? He kicked me. Which one of you swung on the other one? He swung on me. Which one of you smacked the other one? He smacked me. Wow, this seems to sound like a toxic relationship right here, yo.
I spoil the shit out of you. Anybody who thought otherwise is crazy.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. We'll be back soon with some more. So I'm Married to Geek. Stay tuned to us. The dog, say bye.
Like, subscribe, share.
Have fun with us. We really like doing the show. Phil's really blossomed on the show. You just seem really tired right now.
She's making me sleepy. Like, I don't understand how she can nap as we're yakking around her.
She don't give a fuck.
She's just sleepy as she can be.
So anyways, yeah. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, we got to watch our Thanksgiving specials. And stay tuned for more from So I'm Married to Geek.
Thanksgiving, what?
Yes, Garfield Thanksgiving.
Because we already watched the Ridiculous Peanuts one.
We will watch Peanuts.